Recently, I got a call from a client who said, Ashish ji, one of my friend who is hugely into SIPs told me that it is better to spread the SIPs across the month rather than having a single day. This helps us to get better averages and returns. Hence, we should either opt for weekly or daily SIPs. Sounds like an intelligent decision, right? Absolutely not. In this video, I will talk about why spreading SIPs across the month is not as smart as it sounds. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, I am Ashish. I have been a mutual fund distributor since 2004, helping thousands of people make smarter investment decisions. Over the years, I have conducted thousands of workshops simplifying personal finance for people and helping them understand how to build wealth without any stress or confusion. On this channel, we create content that simplify money and life choices. If you are someone who wants to simplify investing and take control of your finances, you are in the right place. Let's get started. One of the most common arguments for having multiple SIP dates is that it helps you get better returns than what you would get if you stick to a single day. And technically, you are not wrong. But the real question is, कितना फर्क पड़ता है? According to a study by prime investors, which analyzed the SIP returns on different dates like 5th, 15th, 25th for over 10 years, it was found that difference in the return was less than 1%. This showed that your SIP date doesn't really affect long-term returns. Also, White Oak AMC's research says the same thing. They analyzed returns on an investment for every single day of the month and found the return variation is somewhere between 15.66% to 15.74%. Now the question is, would you still do it? A lot of you might have said, of course, फर्क क्या पड़ता है? Difference तो है ना? Well, let me explain why multiple SIP dates won't boost your returns. You all know the full form SIP, Systematic Investment Plan. The most important word here is systematic. And that's what makes SIP so powerful. The beauty of SIP lies in its simplicity. Automatic है, systematic है, or tension free है. And that's exactly why it works. It builds financial discipline and ensures that saving becomes a habit rather than a choice that you have to make every month. This is the reason we often hear people say, पता ही नहीं चलता पैसे कब जुड़ गए. But if you set up daily or weekly SIPs or spread your SIP dates across the month, you make things needlessly complicated. Instead of making investment easier, you turn it into an additional task that you have to manage. Let's talk about why that is a problem. Number one, there will be too many transactions to track. Instead of one fixed date, you will have multiple debits happening throughout the month. This means more notifications, more deductions from your account, and more things to keep an eye on. Number two, there will be higher chances of missed payments. With SIPs on different days, you'd have to ensure have enough balances in all accounts every time. If you forget or fall short on funds, your SIP might bounce. When it gets bounced, you might get charged 250 on account of bank charges on your SIP of 500 rupees. Number three, your accounting will become a mess. When SIPs are debited on multiple dates, managing your finances get tricky, especially with daily or weekly SIPs. For example, if you have a daily SIPs in just 3 funds, that means you will have 90 entries every month and 1080 entries in a year just for SIPs. This makes reviewing your bank statement, tracking expenses, and even filing tax so much harder than you can imagine. And all this for what? Less than 1% return on investment? Think about it. Is it even worth it? The whole point of SIP was to make investing simple and tension free. But with these added features, we are making simple things complicated without any real or significant advantage. Firstly, choose a practical date. SIPs are a great way to follow the rule. Pay your future self first. That's why I set up my SIP date just 2-3 days after my salary hits my bank account. This way, I save for my future before I slip into YOLO mode. And trust me, it works. I have been able to save consistently before my expenses start piling up. So if your salary comes between 1st and 3rd of the month, set your SIP date somewhere between 5th and 7th of that month. Secondly, do not have more than 2-3 dates. Too many SIP dates means too much tracking, and the last thing you want is to keep checking your account every few days, wondering, do I have enough balance for this SIP? It's unnecessary stress. Just stick to 2-3 fixed days that align with your cash flow and stay sorted. Thirdly, keep things simple and stupid. Set it and forget it. Manufacturers have added features to this simple concept of SIP. Flexi SIP, variable amount SIP, trigger based SIP, pause and play SIP, and so just to keep you excited. But you don't need that excitement for your investments. Keep it for new restaurant, clothes, or gadget, or some other area of your life. A simple fixed SIP works just fine. No need to overcomplicate. In the end, I would say SIP is like grocery shopping. We usually do it once a month or once every 15 days. Now think about what would happen if instead of one planned grocery run, you start buying few things every single day just to save a little extra daily discounts. It might look like a smart move, but in reality, you waste more time, make extra trips, and still spend almost the same amount. And even if you save a little more, you spend extra time, energy, and money on fuel which could have been used for other things in your life. That's exactly what happens with daily or weekly SIPs. The extra effort isn't worth it because the difference is not significant. Instead of overcomplicating things, just pick up a date that fits your cash flow, automate your SIPs, and forget it. Remember, time in the market always beats timing in the market. I hope you found this video helpful. If it helped you clear your doubts, make sure to like it and share it with anyone who's overthinking their SIP dates. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.